Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Scott Mull, Chair of the Board of Trustees at Northwest State Community College. On behalf of my fellow trustees, I now declare this 54th annual commencement to be in session. Our thanks to Ms. Amy Dries, lead composition faculty in the Division of Arts and Sciences, and a 2023 Distinguished Faculty nominee for serving as our Grand Marshal this afternoon. Thank you, Amy, for your dedicated service to Northwest State. I would now ask that all veterans and active members of our armed forces to also stand to be recognized. Thank you for your service. Will the audience please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Chair Mull. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. First, let me recognize the Northwest State Community College Board of Trustees. Chair Scott Mull, whom you just met, represents Van Wert County. Representing Fulton County is Vice Chair Sandra Barber. From Fulton County is Second Vice Chair Katrina DeGroff. Representing Williams County is Jeffrey Erb. Representing Defiance County is John Breidenball and Mickey Schwarzbeck. Representing Paulding County is Lisa McClure. And on behalf of Henry County is Joel Miller. Also in attendance today, we have the college administration. I ask that you please stand and be recognized. Next, I would like to recognize the heart and soul of our institution, the faculty and staff at Northwest State Community College. They provide transformational learning environments as well as care and support for our students. Please join me. We would also like to thank Ms. Hannah Evans and Ms. Isabella Francis, who are serving as our junior marshals this afternoon. Someday that child will come back to class with us. No one completes a college degree on their own. For every graduate here today, there are supporting family and friends who help our students overcome incredible barriers to reach their goals. Graduates, I offer you this opportunity to rise and applaud the family and members and friends who have helped you on your journey. Thank you. To our graduates, on behalf of a very grateful Northwest State Community College, I commend you for your dedication and persistence that have led to this remarkable achievement. You balanced work, family, and other obligations in order to complete your education. To our community, Northwest State provides a safe place where our students' hopes and dreams lead to a better life. We know that the degrees and certificates earned here today represent more than just educational milestones. A Northwest State education helps our students reach their goals, including family-sustaining wages. At Northwest State Community College, we remain resolute in our mission to serve by providing access to excellent and affordable education, training, and services that improves the lives of individuals and strengthens communities. Student by student, family by family, community by community, we will help Northwest State, Ohio maintain a high quality of life and remain a great place to live and work. Next, the Northwest State Community College Commencement Committee, based upon the recommendation of the college faculty, is pleased to present the President's Outstanding Student Award for the spring graduates of the 2022-2023 academic year. Would Silas Smith come forward? Silas, sure. Silas Smith was born in Newport Beach, California, and has lived in Napoleon, Ohio for the last 12 years. He was homeschooled, kindergarten through 12th grade, and started attending Northwest State in his junior year of high school. His decision to attend Northwest State was influenced by his two older siblings who graduated from Northwest as well, and also by the excellent teachers he had in his College Credit Plus courses. Silas' involvement at school includes working at the Success Center, tutoring, being a member of Phi Theta Kappa, and finding free meals on campus. Silas is graduating with an Associate of Science degree. He is planning on transferring to Lipscomb University on a full academic scholarship to pursue a 4-year degree in finance and a career in the banking industry. Silas loves Northwest Ohio and is especially enthusiastic about the economic opportunity present in this region. Silas frequently expresses gratitude for all the wonderful experience and relationships formed at Northwest State Community College. And I feel I need to jump off script here for just a minute. I want to explain that free meals on campus thing. I met Silas. Well, Silas is both a learner of ours and a student worker, which makes him an employee of the college. And I first met him a year and a half ago at, guess what, an employee event where there was free food. And I continue to run into Silas at these events, but a few weeks ago, over a 7-day period, as a student, he attended Pizza with the President, so he had free pizza. And at that dinner, he asked me if I would write a letter of recommendation for him for a scholarship that he was trying to achieve, and we learned here that he was awarded that scholarship. A few days later, he is a Award of Merit recipient, so he attended a free luncheon for students, and finally, as an employee, he attended Taco Tuesday. So I think we have 2 lessons we can learn from Silas. One is never give up a free meal, and 2 is never be afraid to ask, right? As a student, he asked the college president for a letter of recommendation. The worst that could happen is I could have said no, but Silas is a wonderful, resourceful young man, and I was happy to do it. So congratulations, Silas. Please welcome Dr. Lana Snyder, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Affairs, who will provide us with a snapshot of the graduating class.
I would like to extend my congratulations to the graduates. Today, your family, friends, and college community have gathered to celebrate your achievements with you. Who makes up the class of spring 2023? The class has 225 graduates. 79% of the graduating class lives in the 6-county area of Defiance, Fulton, Henry, Paulding, Van Wert, and Williams counties. The average age of the class is 26. Several graduates are members of honor societies. There are 20 graduates who are members of Phi Theta Kappa, and 4 are members of Alpha Delta Nu, and 1 Kappa Beta Delta. The grade point average of the class is 3.29. This afternoon, a total of 238 awards, 189 associate degrees, and 49 certificates will be awarded to our 225 graduates. Degrees and certificates will be awarded to 15 graduates in arts and sciences, 57 graduates in business and public services, 99 graduates in STEM and industrial technologies, and 31 graduates in nursing and allied health. 3 of our graduates are graduating from Northwest State's College Credit Plus program, who will also be receiving their high school diploma later in this month. It's now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Michael Thompson, the 7th president of Northwest State Community College. Michael is the son of a brewer and bookkeeper. They taught him the value of family and hard work. A first-generation college student, Michael benefited from the transformative power of public education. His career is dedicated to paying forward the benefits that he received. With a PhD in political science, Dr. Thompson held faculty posts at Ouachita Baptist University and then Northern Kentucky University. Michael taught classes in law and government while mentoring his students to reach their personal goals, often careers in politics, law, or government. Michael was a regular on TV and radio, providing insight into the state and local political scene. His practical research assisted local governments make positive policy choices that benefited their citizens. Dr. Thompson then joined the community college movement, serving Cuyahoga Community College as a campus chief academic officer. More importantly, the move allowed Michael to be closer to his daughter and grandchildren. Thanks to generous mentors, Michael was awarded an American Council of Education Fellowship. The fellowship provided Dr. Thompson the tools that he needed to become a higher education executive. Post-fellowship, Michael led multiple teams to build Tri-C's West Shore campus, where he was named the inaugural campus president. West Shore provides over 3,000 residents access to STEM careers in Cleveland, and his teams also piloted innovative ways to improve student completion. The National Council on Student Development recognized his team with an Exemplary Practice Award. His team also garnered a $10 million gift establishing the Mandel Leadership Center, which mentors and educates students in becoming civic and community leaders. Following his time in Cleveland, Dr. Thompson became the president of Northwest State Community College. Continuing Northwest State's recent successes, Thompson focused his teams on increasing student success and completion. This renewed focus resulted in enrollment gains, increased levels of community support, and a higher share of Ohio's performance funding. As president, Michael also taught American government so that he could hear his students' voices directly. In addition to his deep community involvement, Michael walked NSCC's hallways regularly, meeting students and supporting his team. Michael retired to create a healthier lifestyle, spend more time with his family, and travel to interesting places. He continues his commitment to higher education as an American Council for Education sage. He teaches and mentors ACE fellows as they aspire to higher education executive roles. Michael would say that he most enjoyed connecting with people outside his classroom and office. At Ouachita, Michael coached the bowling team and provided radio commentary for basketball games. In Cincinnati, his teams led citywide public service celebrations that encouraged young people to envision government service careers. In Cleveland, he led mission trips to the Amazon jungle, where his teams helped people with both their spiritual and practical needs. While Michael is grateful for his formal education today he shares his life's greatest lessons, those taught by his parents. So please welcome our 2023 commencement keynote speaker, Dr. Michael Thompson.
Thank you, and good afternoon. Lana, you did really well with that introduction. You are one of the few people in the world that know how to pronounce Ouachita Baptist University. And I would like to say, Chair Mull and trustees, thank you for your stewardship of this fine gem of an institution. And President Hernandez, your team, faculty, and staff, thank you for your dedication long-standing to help our students have a better life. And now, graduates and guests, you get to play along, honest. It's an honor to be your keynote speaker. You know, it's a little daunting addressing 225 graduates on timely advice to help you navigate the 21st century while I'm wearing the robes that belong to the 11th century, right? So I researched meaningful keynotes, saw the big speeches, you know, Oprah's got one, Gates has one. Bottom line, I just felt it was important to share my heart and the advice that my parents gave me. And I really think their advice made all the difference for me, and I think it will be helpful for you too. Now, I will say in full disclosure, looking back now, I didn't always get the advice. There were times I didn't listen, didn't take it, and had to repeat it a few times. But in the end, you know, kind of slowly caught on. Lesson I learned, it turns out my parents were a lot smarter than my younger self thought they were. So that's why I'm homage to them today. Now, graduates, here's your turn. What we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath together to kind of savor the moment. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is about lesson 1 today, at least what I'm going to tell you. Savor this moment. I want you to look around. It's okay. Look around. Savor this moment. And on 3, we're going to go old school. Old school is on 3, you're going to blink and take a mental picture. I know you have a digital camera that does it far better. I get that. But I'm going to pick a certain someone who I know very well. And on 3, we're going to do a blink, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, those mental snapshots in your brain are very important for you. It's your achievement, your sacrifice, your endurance that made a difference for what you've done today. And it's really helpful, I can say, on when the tough day intrudes into my life, it's good to call back today and feel that picture back in my brain. And I'll talk more about that in a bit. So you earned today. However, our message is, and it is our message, this is also a gift. Many whom are in this hall today, faculty, helped you get here. They saw your potential. They invested in you. Many sitting behind you sacrificed so you could be sitting in that chair today. So understanding that your well-deserved, and it is, well-deserved educational significant achievement is also a gift. I believe that understanding is the key to a rich and full life. So let me share the parents of my wisdom, which will revolve around all things a lawnmower. We travel back in time, take that way time machine. Mid-60s, my father drives home, opens up a big mystery box, and there it is, a thing of beauty. A Sears Craftsman 20-inch red lawnmower powered by a 3.5 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. Helped Dad put it together, and I can say, pulled that cord, I can still hear the hum of that engine. Dad let me take that out for the first spin of the old quarter-acre lot. Still smell that grass today. And when he got done, this is what he said. He said, Michael, this is your lawnmower. This is yours. Take good care of it. Now, to be clear, you mow our lawn for free, but you get to keep the money for everybody else's. And I was shocked. First of all, they would trust the kid with the lawnmower. Let's start there. But they invested in me. I think that was the shock. It's like they trust me with something that, could hurt somebody if I played with it badly. And I still remember that feeling today. So I took really good care of that lawnmower, earned good spending money. But I saw that something bigger was happening, that my parents invested in me, and they saw the potential that I had. So not long after my fledgling lawn business is up and running, Dad came to me and said, Michael, we need to help those who are less fortunate than ourselves. Now, Dad's a man of very few words and lots of action. So I immediately knew something was up. And the something was that my mom was having neighborhood conversations and heard about a single-parent family who was just overwhelmed. And so bottom line is, my dad's a man of action. He takes his toolbox, mom gets her cleaning bucket, and I have my lawnmower. And off we went. And I can tell you, as that young teen, I mumbled all the way there. I was mowing the grass, mumbling about the opportunity lost revenue for my business. But when we were done, Mrs. McNulty, remember her today, looked at us and said, "Thank you." And there it was. That was the first time that I felt an incredible gratitude for something, no investment in a return, just did the lawn and helped out. And I learned something very valuable that day. I didn't cut a lawn. I took the burden off of someone who was overwhelmed and helped them take another step in life. That was a lesson well earned, very proud, and really proud that my parents invited me along despite all my mumbling. So not long after that, I would talk to Dad about the business, the good and bad of sports, the Phillies, the Eagles, how bad they were, not going anywhere. And I would complain about the customers, the people that didn't pay me enough, or they always yelled at me, or whatever it was. And Dad gave me some advice, those words. "Remember, Michael, always leave a place better than we find it. Always leave a place better than we find it." And I remember I didn't get it, right? I mean, it's like a drift that I'm just not getting. But I slowly figured it out. Every time I would finish a lawn, I would do what we just did. I would take a mental snapshot. I'd look at the lawn and do the blink. And I suddenly realized that every time I savored that snapshot, there was something in me that it's not their lawn, it's my lawn. I'm caring for their lawn. I'm caring for this family. I'm helping them have something a little bit better. And I started looking for things, trash cleanup and other stuff that I would do. And it really tickled me. This is the tickling part. I would do stuff and they wouldn't even know, okay? Like I would clean stuff and do stuff. They wouldn't even know. And there was just something about doing that really hit me. So there I was, doing everything I could with my Sears and Craftsman lawnmower, with all the skills I had, making the world a better place, one lawn at a time. It was my motto. So I discovered 3 simple rules to live. So here's the trick. You know all these. The trick is, are you going to live them that way? It's a lifestyle. Number 1, leave every place better than you found it. Number 2, help those in need with no thought of reward. And number 3, invest in the potential of others. So committing to living those 3 lessons, not just doing them occasionally, opened up a whole new world for me. Now, the traditional formula of education works. You'll come up here and you'll get this diploma. That diploma in one hand, your hard work in another hand. That will help you. It'll help with a family-sustaining wage and get you a better life for you and your family. That's the traditional formula. But I'm here today to challenge you to also lead a lifestyle that gives freely of the time and talent that you've been given to help other people. Now, I had the privilege of working for leaders who also believed in this style of what we call today servant leadership. So before coming to Northwest, I had a president trust me. So Dad trusted me with a lawnmower. I thought that was cool. I had a president trust me, 7 teams, 155 people, and $24 million. And she looked at me and said, "Go build a campus." So off I went, did exactly what my dad told me, make it a better place. And what I learned was she wasn't trusting me with leading a campus. She was trusting me with 3,000 people that were going to come there so they could have the very seat you have today, so they could have the very better life that you're going to get from your degree. And that was a huge lesson for me. So I would say that being a servant leader isn't just an identity for me, it's actually the primary responsibility for the success I've had in career. Now, serving others helps me personally. Serving is hard, but the rewards go far beyond salary and recognition. It leads, for me, unmeasured joy, deep peace, and long-lasting contentment. Unmeasured joy, deep peace, and long-lasting contentment. It's been 48 years since I walked across a stage to receive my diploma. Looking back, I am like everyone else. I made a ton of mistakes, and tomorrow I will make more mistakes. That's going to happen. I have good days, I have bad days. I've experienced tough times, but I can say directly to you graduates, as someone who lost a spouse to a very difficult, significant cancer fight, someone who is himself a cancer survivor, I can say unequivocally, the joy, peace, and contentment that I've received serving others is exactly the medicine I need to help me through the toughest of my days. So my parents' advice is timeless. If we were at the Oxford graduate in the 11th century, the advice today would hold. But I think today, for you, that advice is also timely. Right now, in the next decade, about half of the workforce is going through a significant change. And that change has a lot to do with what I call the second digital revolution. Now, I grew up in what is the first digital revolution, and I think it's best represented by, and we'll see a sea of hands, how many people have some type of unique device with them today? They hold up, it's like a camera, and you can talk to people with it. How many people have one of those? Anybody here have one of those? Right? So they're ubiquitous, right? I grew up before any of that, and I grew up now, and those are tools, right? And I think where we're headed is the new world, particularly with artificial intelligence moving as it is, towards not just a digital tool, but a digital assistant. An assistant who thinks fast, stores knowledge better than a human brain does. So all the more, I bring this up not to scare you. I bring you up to say, I have seen the Terminator movie, so I understand where we're headed there. I don't bring it to scare you. I bring it up to say what you're going to bring to the workplace in the next 10 years is your humanity, your creativity, your moral sense, your caring for other people, your judgment. These are the values that you will add to an increasingly artificial intelligent world. Now, I believe strongly in getting a great education. Northwest State has provided you one. And I would say to you graduates, take that education, keep it fresh, make a great life for yourself, make a great life for the loved ones around you. My question for you today, as we close, is what do you believe beyond that? Will you commit to paying forward the investment and sacrifices that others have made for you? Now, if that's a yes, here's what I want you to do. When you walk up on stage today, give President Hernandez, right here. First of all, don't skip the handshake. I know some of you are tempted to just blow right by for the picture. Don't skip that. There's a handshake involved. When you see President Hernandez, give him a good, firm handshake. And it's okay, full permission. You can even lean over and go, Todd, I believe. It's okay. You can say it. Because receiving your degree and saying those words, you're making a declaration that you're not just receiving a degree, that you're going to take that degree and use it to help make this world a better place. So in closing, we use the word graduation to signify the day. And that is all about your educational achievement. So on this, your graduation day, I say, well earned, well done. Okay. But interestingly enough, we call this ceremony that we have a commencement. Did you ever think of that? It's called commencement because it's your start of another journey. And I would say to you, it is my deep desire that as you commence from here, that you will take the 3 lessons I've talked about today, or whatever lessons you have, and embark upon a lifestyle to help serve other peoples in whatever you do. I will say to you, unbridled, boundless joy, deep peace, and long-lasting contentment are things that await you if you say yes to that journey. So, I wish you all the best in the decades ahead, and I appreciate you giving my thoughts your heartfelt consideration. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson, for your inspirational remarks and for your lessons. So, got a plaque for you. Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Dan Burklow, Vice President for Academics, and I'm pleased to announce that the class address will be given by Mr. Jacob Pollard. Jacob, if you want to go ahead and start heading up. Jacob is from Sherwood, Ohio, and began his journey at Northwest State Community College in his business program after the death of his mother and around the start of the COVID-19. As a high school sophomore through the College Credit Plus program, he was enrolled as a full-time college student while working as a supervisor and mentor at the PC Workshop in Paulding, Ohio. It's a center for adults with developmental disabilities. And at the time of his high school graduation, Jacob had accumulated all but 3 of the required credits to actually have an associate degree. But he didn't stop there. He continued gaining credits to transfer towards his bachelor's degree, completely funded by a variety of different scholarships, such as the Presidential Scholarship and others. Jacob continues to work at the PC Workshop and is on several local nonprofit boards and volunteers at the Little Sprouts Early Learning Center. He is the coordinator for home-based and shut-in ministries at Paulding Church of the Nazarene, where he recently received his local ministry license. Although heavily involved in the community, Jacob's educational journey is remarkable. He is an honored member of TRIO, Kappa Beta Delta, and Phi Theta Kappa. He had the opportunity of attending TRIO's recent cultural experience where they took a trip to Washington, D.C., and is participating in many job shadowing and internship opportunities at the Church of the Nazarene, the Premier Bank, Central Insurance, and even Spangler Candy Company over the summer. Jacob is graduating from Northwest State to complete his bachelor's. After graduating from Northwest State, he intends to complete his bachelor's and his master's degree from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. Jacob is committed to serving his local community and for many years to come. Please join me now in welcoming Jacob Pollard to the stage.
Thank you, and hello. I'm Jacob Pollard, and I'm really honored to be graduating with you today. I'm going to start this speech by being very honest with all of you, my 1,000 new friends. I have always said that I love to talk to people, and I believe that's probably how I ended up here. But looking back, I kind of question some of my decisions. But I'm here, and I'm so excited to be able to share a few words with you. I always thought of myself as a normal kid. Fun activities with the youth group, participating in church, going to school, spending time with my family, and visiting my mom at the nursing home. These things gave me purpose, and I saw my life as being complete. Then came the day that my sisters and I made our last visit to the nursing home. My mom, Cheryl Pollard, a graduate of Northwest State, had lost her battle with Huntington's disease. She had fought long and hard, hobbling to every event of ours that she could get to and bombarding us with questions and requests for pictures of any event that she missed. Every time I accomplished something, I said, I can't wait to tell Mom. She was a driving purpose in my life. She was someone I needed to make proud. At that moment, I felt as if my life had lost some of its purpose. I was left with a feeling of loss and emptiness. My mother had always been a great source of support and encouragement through my life. And her passing away left a hole for me and my sisters. We struggled. The next year included a lot of awkward conversations, a lot of school events with grandparents instead of parents, and a lot of simple moments that you don't stop to appreciate until someone you used to spend them with isn't there anymore. This brought me and my family to the kitchen table. We had gathered the boxes of her belongings from the nursing home. On that table, there was no money, no scholarships, no fancy car, and definitely no promise for a bright future. But there was a little gold nursing award. Just a faux gold pin that my mother had saved long after her nursing career had to come to an end. But holding that pin, I felt like it was time. I realized that life wasn't about finding your purpose, it's about making one. And I needed to get started. Fast forward a few years, and I'm a high school sophomore, heavily involved in my church with a new job at PC Workshop, a center for adults with developmental disabilities. Serving these people was so fulfilling. Every day, I get to meet with people who are forgotten and marginalized. Yet they're so excited to see me and to help anyone with anything. We even have to keep a list of whose turn it is to take out the trash. Then Fairview High School's guidance counselor, Lori Poulter, approached me with another life-changing opportunity, College Credit Plus. It was this program that brought me to Northwest State Community College, where I started to shape my direction and purpose. I couldn't afford to go to college, and I didn't even want to go to college. But here at Northwest State, there were so many great instructors, mentors, and friends who have helped me pave my way. One of the most outstanding programs was TRIO. They have inspired me, they gave me real-life experiences, and they helped me create a strong network of friends who I could not have succeeded without. I was fortunate enough to participate in TRIO's trip to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, where I made friends, learned about our government, its history, its art, and some of the world's most influential leaders. I also learned about the SOS feature on my phone and Apple Watch. It was a brisk evening, and my watch had been exposed to the elements. Shortly after reading the fairly large "Silence is Respect" sign in the Jefferson Memorial, my watch emitted the most piercing tone known to man. Better yet, it was amplified by the inside of the stone dome that I was standing in. This directed everyone's attention away from the memorial and right to me. The next 5 minutes of pure pandemonium resulted in my struggling to get the noise to stop, me jogging for my group who had already started to leave me for the warmth of the bus, and my family and emergency services calling me repeatedly as they had been notified of my so-called medical emergency and sent a live feed of my location. Thankfully, I was able to call off the impeding SWAT team before they found me, but I was scared to wear my Apple Watch for weeks. So I guess that you could say being a part of TRIO not only taught me some great life skills like budgeting, making friends with strangers, and time management, it also taught me about technology. For the rest of my life, I will be able to call on the skills I have gained through the DC trip and TRIO program. All this to say, there are so many things in life that change. Technology changes, our lives change, families change, and jobs change. But one thing doesn't change. We all desire a greater purpose for ourselves, and sometimes we can't know what that purpose is until we are in it. I didn't know when my mother died that it would lead me to a job and college education, but here I am speaking to you today, the diverse and purposeful class of 2023. Purpose can make us feel special. It makes us belong. And if you don't belong, it's time to create a new purpose. After today, your possibilities are truly endless. Whether or not you feel it at this moment, you have a purpose for you, your family, your faith, your community, and your school. It's a purpose for the future. And here we are, completing this milestone in our lives that will help us to be better instruments of our purpose. This is bigger than anyone can know. We have dreamed of this day, but dreaming is far from achieving. Now is our chance to become who we were designed to be. Our coursework is done, and we're all prepared to hit the ground running. Now we can take our experiences, our personality, our time here, and create a life that we can be proud of. I hope that your life will become more and more rich with knowledge and all kinds of insight, that you have a future full of hope and peace, that you remember that you are never too broke, too alone, or too old to set another goal, dream a new dream, or fulfill a new purpose. And finally, that you always remember that you have friends and your classmates here at Northwest State Community College. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Hang on. Hey, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob, for sharing your personal journey. And would you please accept this as a token for our appreciation? So, as Vice President for Academics, it is my honor to present the candidates for graduation. Candidates, please stand. I'll now ask our faculty to please rise and turn and face our students. President Hernandez, upon the recommendation of the faculty and in concurrence with the academic deans, I am pleased to present to you the students who have fulfilled the requirements for their certificates and degrees, which include the Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, and the Associate of Technical Studies.
Vice President Berklow, I commend you and your faculty for the outstanding job you have done in preparing our students for this moment. And I wholeheartedly agree with your recommendation. Graduates, by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I award you the Northwest State Community College degree and/or certificate, together with all the rights and privileges, honors, and responsibilities therein.
Each year, several graduates are selected by the division faculty and deans to receive the Award of Merit in recognition of outstanding achievement in their programs of study and services beyond that. These students were honored at an awards luncheon on Wednesday, April 19th, and are noted in the commencement program. As well, you'll see they have medallions that they're wearing with their gown today. At this time also, during this ceremony, we also recognize the Distinguished Full-Time and Part-Time Faculty Award. And I'd like to extend a congratulations to Miss Mariana Doolittle, who received the Distinguished Full-Time Faculty Award, and Chelsea Ebal, who received the Distinguished Part-Time Faculty Award. Would the first group of graduates please proceed to the stage, and the remaining graduates and faculty may be seated. Mr. Terry King will be serving as our orator today.
Presenting the Division of Arts and Sciences, led by Dean Jamelia Jones. Our first graduate is Sean Thomas Hagerman, summa cum laude. Arena Renee Holmes. Oriana Renee Holmes. Thank you. Bailey Nicole Iser. Carl Artemis Rodriguez. Carrie Lee Smith, magna cum laude. Silas Jacob Smith, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Brady Jaden Thomas. Eli Travis Warnke. Now we will have the Division of Business and Public Service, led by Dean Jason Rickenberg. Chloe Alana Ashleman. Jalen Renee Alvarez. Nicholas Howard Beneke, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Corey Allen Blosser. Amaya Arlene Boyd. Neil Kassler. Heather Ann Clementson. Connor Daniel Davis. Colton James DeGroff, magna cum laude. Priscilla Four, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Abigail Christine Frantum, cum laude. Haley Sue Geis, Phi Theta Kappa. Adelina Gonzalez, summa cum laude. Taryn Nicole Grant, magna cum laude. Jordan David Holthews, summa cum laude. Desiree Rihanna Howard. IVL Violet Hall. Angela Marie Klosinski. Sam Richard Krasula. Ashley Paige Kunish. Victoria Lynn Lang. Jewel Lantis. Emily Sue Logston, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Heather Rose Lorenz, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Nikki Leigh Martinich. Heather Renee Matusik. Joshua Andrew Miller. Caitlin Michelle Myers, magna cum laude. Amanda Plusner. Jacob Kenneth Pollard, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Liz Nicole Puffenberger. Eric Rethmal. Brandy Clarissa Reyes, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Natalie Nicole Reyes Watson. Logan Aaron Reeker, cum laude. Eileen Maite Rozo Nieves. Cameron Elizabeth Schlosser. Jessica Sue Tomey. Okay, Libby Trejo. Zoe Cocho. Michaela D. Welch. Amanda Jean Went, magna cum laude. Rebecca Jean Wolf, cum laude. Andrea Zimmerer, cum laude. Now we have the Division of Nursing and Allied Health, led by Dean Dr. Tiffany Ludwig. Rachel Lynn Baumgardner, summa cum laude. Julia Grace Beal. Chastity Dawn Marie Bustick. Brittany Nicole Boisel, summa cum laude, Alpha Delta Nu. Alexis Brown. Mackenzie Grace Cadwell. Alexis Chamberlain. Monique Renee Chapman. Rhonda Ray Cook, Phi Theta Kappa. Kaylee Elizabeth Flegel. Hannah Fritz. Marissa Ann Gilmore, Alpha Delta Nu. Michaela Marie Graber. Carly Lynn Luderman. Lexis Maxine McDowell. Aslan Meeker. Katrina Michelle Miller. Caitlin Marie Moore. Rachel Sue Nichols, Alpha Delta Nu. Monica Marie Nofziger, Phi Theta Kappa. Vanessa Elena Perales. Aaron M. Scrantlin, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Miriam Rose Sin, cum laude. Jillian Elise Spangler. Alethea Lorraine Stimpfley. Faith Vance. Cassandra Sarah Beth Weisner. Sean Thomas Wheeler. Now we have the Division of STEM and Industrial Technologies. Diplomas presented by Dr. John Tomlinson, Dean of our Van Wert campus. Tristan L.B. Atkinson. Tyson Lee Bailey, cum laude. Levi Bevins. Jace Allen Brubaker, magna cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. John Randy Buer, magna cum laude. Madeline Elise Double. Bryce Edward Harris. Grant William Keller, cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Anthony Thomas Malenga, cum laude. Mason Alexander Shively Parsons, magna cum laude. Leila Perez Aguilar. Dylan Edward Rash, magna cum laude. Gregory Joseph Ryan, Phi Theta Kappa. Josh Allen Schneider. Kirsten Schneider, cum laude. Nathan D. Schaefer. Sabra C. Sheets, cum laude. Travis Sheffer. Jesse Dean Short, magna cum laude. Seth DeVry Short, magna cum laude. V. Christopher Snyder, summa cum laude. Lawrence Claire Spithe, Jr. Samantha Ruth Stein, summa cum laude, Phi Theta Kappa. Brandon James Weaver. Elijah Scott Wolf.
Well, it's my pleasure to please ask if we could have one more big round of applause for our graduates. And just one more little thing, if I could get all of the graduates to please stand. And the last official step, if you could take your all-at-one, take your tassel and move it from the right to the left. Congratulations. It's now my pleasure to ask our Chief of Staff and Executive Vice President, Albert Lewis, to come to the podium to recognize those individuals chosen for the Distinguished Alumni earlier today.
Thank you, Dan. Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to identify and acknowledge the 5 winners of our Distinguished Alumni Award. We had a luncheon earlier in which they received their plaques. So tonight, this afternoon, I'm just going to read off their names and their accomplishments. We're going to start with Jim Dravis. Jim Dravis is a 1983, it's hard to see with the lights, there we go. Jim Dravis is a 1983 graduate who earned his Associate's Applied Science degree in Electromechanical Engineering and an Associate of Applied Science degree in Electrical Engineering from Northwest State Community College. He went on and continued his education at Defiance College to earn his baccalaureate degree in Business Management, and then he earned his Master's degree of Educational Administration and Leadership in Adult Higher Education through the University of South Dakota. I have the pleasure of working with Jim every day. He is currently the Vice President of Workforce Development here at Northwest State Community College. Our next honoree is Tara Gaza. Tara is a 2002 graduate who earned her Associate of Applied Science degree in Registered Nursing from Northwest State Community College. From there, she went to Indiana Wesleyan University to earn her Bachelor's degree of Science degree in Nursing in 2011. As a cum laude graduate, then she continued on to Graceland University to earn her Master's of Science in Nursing Family Nurse Practitioner in 2014. Tara is a family nurse practitioner at Community Memorial Hospital in Hicksville, Ohio. So let's do this first. Let me bring Jim Dravis to the stage. Camera. Tara Gaza, if you're here, could you come to the stage? Tara Garza is a 2002 graduate who earned her Associate of Applied Science degree in Registered Nursing from Northwest State Community College. From there, she went to Indiana Wesleyan University to earn her Bachelor's degree of Science in Nursing in 2011 as a cum laude graduate. Then she continued on to Graceland University to earn her Master's of Science in Nursing Family Nurse Practitioner in 2014. Tara is a family nurse practitioner at Community Memorial Hospital in Hicksville, Ohio. Let's give Tara a round of applause. Elizabeth Grimes, come on down. Elizabeth Grimes is a 1997 graduate who earned her Associate of Applied Science degree in Registered Nursing from Northwest State Community College. She then went on to obtain a Bachelor's degree of Science in Nursing from Bowling Green State University. She also received a Master's degree in Science from Grand Canyon University in 2021. Elizabeth is the Vice President of Patient Care and Chief Nursing Officer at Community Health Wellness Centers in Bryan, Ohio. Let's give Elizabeth a hand. Next up, let's bring Orlando Santiago to the stage. Orlando Allen Santiago is a 2005 graduate who earned his Associate of Applied Business degree in Business Management from Northwest State Community College. He then went on to obtain a Bachelor of Arts degree in Entertainment and Media Management from the Columbia College of Chicago in 2007. And he also obtained a master's degree in business administration from the University of Toledo in 2022. Orlando is an operations data reporting analyst at CareSource. Let's give Orlando a hand. Christina, come on up. Our last alumni winner is Christina Switzer. She is a 2010 graduate who earned her Associate of Applied Science degree in Business Management from Northwest State Community College. She furthered her education and received her Ohio real estate license through Hondros College, as well as her Indiana real estate license through the Real Estate Certification Program in Indiana. Chris has been employed as a broker, sales associate with Sam Switzer Realty in Ohio since 2001, and Coldwell Banker in Indiana since 2014. She is also the owner and general manager of American Builders since 2004. Let's give Christina a hand. I'd like to bring Dr. President Hernandez back to the forum.
We thank each of you for helping us celebrate our graduates today. Graduates, immediately following the ceremony, you are invited to the President's reception outside of Founders Hall. We ask that guests remain seated until the graduates, faculty, and stage party recess.
As chair of the Board of Trustees of Northwest State Community College, I now declare this 54th annual commencement at an end.